In a village hidden deep in the valley, between jagged mountains and endless fields, there was a legend that had been passed down through generations. It was said that once, long ago, the river that flowed through the woods was the lifeblood of the land. The villagers believed it held the power to heal the sick, reveal hidden truths, and even restore lost memories. But one day, without warning, the river had stopped flowing. Its waters disappeared, and with it, the song that once echoed through the valley was silenced. Theo, a young boy of 16, had always been drawn to the river. He spent hours sitting on the banks of the dried-up stream, wondering what had happened to the water and the music that everyone spoke of so fondly. His grandmother, who had once been a healer, told him stories of the river's magic when he was a child. She had always said, "The river will awaken when the time is right, but only someone with a true heart can bring it back." Theo wasn't sure what that meant, but the thought never left his mind. One crisp autumn evening, as the golden sun dipped low in the sky, Theo wandered out to the riverbed. He had no particular reason for going, it was just the place where his thoughts felt the clearest. As he sat there, his fingers brushing the cracked earth, he heard something strange, a soft, haunting melody. It was faint at first, like the breeze itself was humming a tune. Theo froze, listening carefully. The song seemed to call to him, pulling him toward the heart of the woods. Without thinking, Theo stood up and began walking, following the sound. It grew louder with each step, as though the wind itself was guiding him. He pushed through the dense forest, his heart racing with a mixture of excitement and uncertainty. Soon, he came to an old stone bridge, half covered with ivy, arching over a dry riverbed. The music seemed to be coming from beneath it. Theo knelt down, peering into the shadowed space below. There, lying in the dust, he saw something that shimmered faintly in the dim light. It was a key, ancient and worn, yet beautiful, with strange symbols etched into its surface. As soon as he touched it, the melody seemed to pulse in his veins, filling his entire body with a strange warmth. "Take it," a voice whispered, but it wasn't the wind. It was the river, or at least, something that felt like the river, speaking to him directly. Theo, heart pounding, gripped the key tightly. Without knowing why, he felt an undeniable urge to move forward. He stood up and started walking again, following the sound of the song that only seemed to grow louder. The key burned in his hand as though it was alive. The path led him deeper into the forest, to a hidden cave carved into the side of a mountain. The entrance was concealed by thick vines, but the song was so loud now that Theo knew it had to be the right place. He pushed the vines aside and stepped inside. Within the cave, he found a stone door, covered in the same symbols as the key. The air was thick with an ancient, forgotten energy. Theo hesitated only for a moment before placing the key into a lock that seemed to appear out of nowhere. With a low, resonating groan, the door slowly opened, revealing a vast chamber bathed in soft, silver light. In the center of the room lay a river, its waters glowing like starlight, flowing through the cavern with an elegance that took Theo's breath away. It was not like any river he had ever seen. The water sparkled and shimmered, as though the river was made of pure magic. "Theo," the river whispered, its voice gentle and ancient. "You have awakened me." Theo took a step forward, his heart pounding with awe. How can this be? "You are the one I have waited for," the river continued. "I was waiting for someone pure of heart, someone who would hear the song and answer its call. Only you could bring me back."